People continue to grieve after Friday's tragedy. 10 News reporter Tommy Lopez shows us some of the memorials where people are trying to heal.
As people continue to mourn the loss of the victims, many came together to pray. Church services like this one became even more important.
Speechless, just speechless. Just didn't know that this could happen here.
It was not a typical Sunday service. More than 48 hours now after the tragedy, people here at Rock Church are still in shock. The church's leadership says they've always felt safe here.
Never in a million years did any of us dream this could ever happen in our backyard.
God, we pray for the city of Virginia Beach.
Multiple city employees go to this church. Some were in the Municipal Complex when the shooting started.
It's so sad, and my heart aches for the families that were touched and that are hurting today.
A feeling of sadness remains at a still growing memorial outside the police station. Many more people came and brought flowers, standing and remembering in silence. We watched as members of the Courthouse Rescue Squad visited. There are many more remembrance events planned.
I believe it's going to be so important for just citizens to come out, family members come out, and just to show unity, solidarity, that we are one as a community and as a city.
This will be the sanctuary where the city will hold an official vigil Thursday night. In Virginia Beach, I'm Tommy Lopez, 10 News, working for you.